everyone, Mrs. Usha Kohli is here again to take your class. The topic which we are going to discuss today is letter writing. Before we start this, I want to tell you what is a letter. A letter is a message, request or account of events in written form sent by one person to another. Cell phones, fax, emails have replaced informal letters. With the advent of modern technology, the concept of writing a letter has taken a back seat. However, formal letters are still in vogue. Commerce, trade, official correspondence, public dealings, transactions, etc. are still conducted through letters. Students are therefore advised to cultivate the art and skill of letter writing. Now, one by one, I'll tell you about all the details of letter writing. First of all, I'll tell you about its classification. Classification. The letters, they are classified into two. Number one is formal and number two is informal. Formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters, as already I have told you, they are written for the purpose of public dealings, transactions, trades, to the editors for making complaints and so on. And informal letters, they are written to our near and dear ones, friends, relatives or acquaintances and all. In our course, we are going to take formal letters. Informal letters, they are not in your course. So, we will discuss formal letters. Now, before starting the other parts, I'll tell you about the style, or we can say about the format. Again, there are two formats, or we can write the letters in two styles. Number one is fully block style and number two is semi-block style. Fully block style and semi-block style. I'll tell you the difference between these two. Fully block style, in this, all the parts of a letter, they are projected towards the left hand margin. Suppose this is the margin and all the parts, they will start from the left hand margin. Semi-block style, all the lines or all the parts, they will be spaced away from. Like we can say from here and then here and then here and then here. And this is indentation. The lines are sloping. This method or this style is no more in use. These days we are using fully block style. And I'll tell you the second difference, that is fully block style, it is an American method, and semi-block style, it is British method. So students, we are going to use fully block style. So I have told you about the classification and about the style. And now we are going to discuss about the elements of a letter, or we can say the parts of a letter. The first part is sender's address. It will be written, this is the first part, sender's address. in 3 to 4 lines or 5 lines also. Sometimes the address is long. So send this address, and notice one thing, all the lines, they are projecting towards the left hand margin. They are not sloping. You have to start, see, from here. And while writing the letter, you should write the smallest unit first. Like house number, you can write house number, you can write. Then you can write about street, lane, L-A-N, lane, area. Then you can write city's name. And here you can write state's name and pin code. So see, systematically you have to give the address. Not like that you'll write Hanumangarh here first and then you'll write house number. You have to write it systematically. So this is the first part of a letter. And now the second part is, okay, before we move on to the second part, I want to tell you, in this style, fully blocked style, we have to leave one line blank after all the parts. So now we have moved on to the second part, that is the date. This one is date. This is the second part. See, here we have left a line. This one we have left a space here. And date also we can write in two ways. We can write the date like today is May 4th. May 4, 2020. Or we can write the date as 4th May 2020. There is a slight difference now. This date, it is written with the help of cardinal, and this date, it is written with the help of ordinal. See, many of you might not be knowing the meaning of ordinals and cardinals. Let me tell you first that. Like, this one is an ordinal. Here, ordinal means numbers showing the order or position, such as first, second, third, and so on. And here, cardinal means whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Again, one is American way of writing the date and the other one is British way. May 4, after writing the cardinal you will put a comma. But when you write the ordinals, you will not put any punctuation mark after the month, that is May. So be very careful when you choose your date. Do not mix both. So today is May 4, we can write May 4, 2020. We have used the cardinal. After 4, this is a whole number and we have used this. And now the third part is receiver's address, to whom we are writing. As I told you in my introduction that we write to the other person. Texting is from one person to the other. So now the receiver will write the address. Again, we have to follow the same rule. In 3 to 5 lines or 4 lines, we will write this. This one is receiver's address. Again, we have to follow the sequence. So, we are done with how many parts? 3. Sender's address, date, and receiver's address. Now, the next part is salutation. Salutation. Okay, it is a customary address. It is just like saying good morning. So we have to address somebody, and it can be like dear sir, or it can be dear madam. And if we are referring to the joint firms or companies, instead of sirs we can also say sirs, and we can also say messrs, and so on. After this, you are at your will to place a comma or no comma. So we can write dear sir. If you are writing to the heads of the institution, you can also write in place of dear, respected sir or respected ma'am. And actually these days we are not putting any comma, but if you happen to put a comma, it's not wrong. Both are correct. So this is the fourth part, that is salutation. It is a customary greeting. And now the next part is the subject. We have to write in full subject. Do not use in the abbreviated form SUB. Write in full subject and then put a colon. And try to write the subject in a short sentence. Do not write it very lengthy. Suppose we have to write a letter to the editor making a complaint regarding the nuisance created by stray animals. Then you can write the subject as nuisance created by stray animals. Nuisance created by stray animals. See, it is a short subject, and this subject, it will give you the purpose of writing the letter, or it shows what is your goal of writing the letter. And after subject, we write the body of the letter. Again we have to leave one line blank. Already I told you that after every part we have to leave one line blank. Now comes the body of the letter. Body. It is the soul of a letter writing. Very important part. Soul of letter writing. And it consists of 3 paragraphs. 3 paras. One by one I will tell you about those paras, what content you have to write here. So in the first para, it is an introductory para. Introductory para. It will introduce the subject. So what was our subject? Nuisance created by stray animals. You have to write the introduction of that subject. So this paragraph will give the purpose, or we can say the goal. Purpose or goal. And in the second para, we have to write the content. or relevant details derived from purpose or goal. We have to write the relevant details. Relevant details. And then the third paragraph, we are making a request to the recipient or the receiver of the letter to take some action or to do us some favor. So it will include that. Okay, requesting the recipient to take some action. Requesting the recipient to take some action. So 3 paragraphs are there. First para, that is introduction regarding the subject that you had written. The second para is the main content or the relevant details. And the third para is that you are making a request to the receiver to take some action. And after the third para, you can write one line, that is what type of response you are expecting from the receiver. Like hoping for a favorable response, you can write hoping for a favorable response, or you can write looking forward for your reply, or you can say thanking you, or anything you can write after the third para. And now the last part is complimentary clause. It's a complimentary clause. We can also say subscription. Subscription. How you close it? How you close it? Like we can close by writing yours obediently, yours sincerely, yours truly, yours faithfully. See, when you write to your heads, like you are a student, you are writing to your principal, you are writing to your headmaster, director, teacher, then you can use this yours obediently. And for your very acquaintances, the person whom you know, you can use sincerely, you can use faithfully, and to the editors when you are writing, you can either use truly or you can use faithfully also. When I make you to practice this, then I'll clear all these when to use when. When to use when. And I want to tell you one thing about this. I have been teaching for many years, and always I tell my students to be very careful when you write the complimentary clause. And I have been emphasizing on this for many years. I have been advising or telling the students not to write apostrophe yours. This one is completely wrong. But still, many of you are writing this yours obediently, yours sincerely, yours truly. And here also students are making mistake. They are writing the spelling as true and then ly. This one is wrong. You will not write E here. So please be very careful when you write the complimentary clause. Do not put apostrophe after R, and do not put E before L. So this is the first. Then after complementary clause, that is yours obediently, you can write your name like Soren, Bhatti. And before writing the name, leave a space here or leave a line so that you can put a signature. Like you can just put your signature here. So this is a complementary clause. Yours faithfully, put a signature, and always remember signature will be handwritten. Though you are typing the letter, but your signature will be handwritten, and then you can put your name. So these were the essential parts of a letter. And now I will not write the full letter, but I'll just tell you with one example. That is, write a letter to the editor of a newspaper regarding the problems created by stray animals in your locality. So first of all, we write the sender's address. I told you to write that in 3 to 4 lines. So sender, it can be, you don't have to write your name. You can just write like C5. And then you can write the name of the area, St. Lawrence Road, and then you can write the city name, that is Assam. So this one is the sender's address. After this, as I have already told you to write the date. Leave one line and write the date May 4, comma, and 2020. Again, you have to leave one line and you have to write the receiver's address. And now students, you make mistake in this part. When in the question it is given, write a letter to the editor of a local daily. So you happen to write local daily, you don't have to write that. You have to write the name of the newspaper that is being circulated at a local level. And if it is written, write a letter to the editor of a national daily, it means you have to write the name of the newspaper that is being circulated at a national level. So you can write here the editor designation will be written, and please be sure to write E capital and T capital. And then the name of the newspaper, if it is given in the question, you can write the same name. If it is not given in the question, you can write it on your own. The Hindustan Times. Note here that initials are in capital T, H and T. And then you can write any area name, BR Marg, and then you can write Assam. So we are through with first part, second and the third part. And now the next part is, that is salutation. Salutation we will write dear sir, and after that you are at your will to put a comma or not to put. Then again we leave one line and we write the subject. The subject is nuisance created by stray animals. Nuisance created by stray animals. Again you will leave one line here and you will start with the first para. As I told you, the first para, it will introduce the subject. And what is the subject here? Nuisance created by stray animals. So you will start your para with, since you are writing to the local newspaper, you will write through the columns of your newspaper. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to draw the attention of the concerned authorities regarding the nuisance created by stray animals. So here we have given the introduction in the first para. And now in the second para, we have to give all the relevant details regarding the subject or regarding the first para. So that is like the stray animals, they are causing traffic jams. So you can write a line or two about the traffic jams. Then they are hurting children, or you can say commuters causing accidents, spreading the dung, okay, spreading the dung, urinating here and there, and so many other things are there to write. So you can write 3 to 4 problems they are causing to the society. And this is the second paragraph, and in the third paragraph you can request the recipient or the receiver of the letter to take some action. So you can give your suggestions also in that. So in the third paragraph we'll be writing, about some suggestions, or we can make a request to solve the problem. Request to solve the problem. You can ask them, you can give your suggestions that these stray animals, they can be taken to the police pen, or more number of sheds should be constructed in the city so that you can put those animals there. Or you can request, if you don't have any suggestions, you can make a request to the recipients to solve the problem. And then at the end, complimentary clause, and that is you can write yours sincerely, truly, faithfully, and put your signature and then the name. You have to write the name that is given in the question. Thank you.